Hello man, how y'all doing today? I figure I'd get on here and share a little information with y'all, people that's in the Sarasota area, Manatee County, whoever in this area that like to fish Lake Manatee. It's some good crappie, good slabs out there. And you know, for some beginners, I figure I'll get on here and give y'all a tutorial what I use to catch crappie on Lake Manatee. First thing, foremost, I like using this little road runner, like a little squid shaped road runner, black and pink. Sometimes I use a road runner spinner blade. I think it's either a 1/4 or a 1/16 connected to that. And sometimes I use the curly tail, small little curly tail. Either one of these jigs is good. And then I like using a lot of bobber action too. My favorite bobber is the tail, and sometimes I use that with with a jig head, maybe a gold Aberdeen shank hook. You can mix it around, but I just mix it up. But those are some good go-to baits. And I'm gonna show you my setups on my poles. Well, my first setup is this right here. It's like a little 3/4 ounce egg sinker with 2 bobber stoppers. I use these kind right here with a pink jig head. And when you put that weight on this one here, you want at least 2 feet away from the hook, depending on the depth that you're fishing. That's one of my go-to rods. I get a lot of hits and stuff out there at Lake Manatee on this one. And I usually put a Missouri minnow on that also. And that's a really good bait for a really good rig for live bait. And here's my other live bait one with the tail I was showing y'all, and got 2 little split shots to get it down there with a gold Aberdeen hook. Those are my best go-to baits, rods, when I'm fishing for crappie with live minnows. And then I move on. Well, hold on, let me take a step back. This is a B&B 10-foot rod, got a lot of phlegm to it. Then I got another one on my other B&M, this blue one right here. This is this is a 11-foot rod, and that's all I use for live bait. Then I go to my other rod. These are the 4 setups that I use when I'm on Lake Manatee. It's that road runner, like I told you, with the spinner, with a white curly tail, and this is a 6-foot ACC crappie stick. And then I move on to my next one. This is another ACC crappie stick. This is a 13-foot rear seat, and I run that with that pink jig that I was telling you about. And sometimes I put a split shot down there to get it down there where I want it at and whatnot. And I usually do pretty good on that. So, and for my reels, this is a B&B. It almost kind of remind you of a fly rod, but it's easy to pull a line out and get it dropped down to my depth, because I usually fish straight up and down with this reel right here. I love this reel. And then you move on to here. This is my Shimano, and it's a 200 series, and I got both of these with Power Pro High Vis 10-pound line. Then move over here, I got a little 100 series Fluger with the same 10-pound Power Pro High Vis line. Then I move on to my other rod. This is a Lew's 300 series, and I got that Power Pro green moss, I think it is, on my 13 footer. But these are the things that I like to use. The ACCs are very good rods. Shout out to ACC. Good thing about the ACC rods is you out fishing and you break the tip off or break the top half of your pole, you can get in contact with them and you can buy another top piece. So your rod, you still can use your rod and still be good. And that's what I like about ACC. A long time ago, I went out and I broke it, and I'm thinking, oh man, I gotta get me another rod. But I looked on ACC, found it, and got me another one, another top. So check out ACC crappie sticks, man. They got some nice rods. And then my B&Bs, they're pretty good rods too. Got nice flim to them and everything. But I think my favorite go-to ones are my ACC crappie stick. But I like the B&Bs too. They're good rods, but I like my ACCs. So check them out, man. And on those fake rods that I was telling you about that I was using my fake stuff, I always put a crappie nibbler on that. These are really good baits for that. The fish love them. And my last video, I don't know if y'all seen it, I showed you I had a crappie nibbler on that pink little squid road runner that I caught one with in the previous video, and the white and green one. I always chase it with these. This is a good thing. You can get these at Bass Pro Shop. They're not very expensive, but if you want to put more fish in your boat at Lake Manatee, I figure I'll give y'all a little secret of what I use on Lake Manatee. And it does me pretty good. If you got other things you want to try out there, I'm talking about it's an old riverbed out there, and you just get out there on that old riverbed and drift down the riverbed. You'll see the fish, there's plenty of drop-offs and everything. But these are the baits that I like to use, so I figure I'll share that with y'all, and I'm gonna have more videos to come. Thank you for watching. Fish Junkie. Get at y'all.